All right, guys, we're going to do a bonus edition of the podcast here, doing some fight announcements. We're going to go over to Big Marcel's page, go through the latest UFC news and fight announcements. Once again, this is the MMAOB Daily Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Adam Martin. That's Big Marcel. This is the final podcast of 2024. Marcel, year's basically done in a couple days here, guys. So we're going to give you one little bonus edition of the podcast. And once again, the podcast is sponsored by bet105.eu. We appreciate those guys for sponsoring us. And like I said, we're just going to go through some fights here, guys. Really quick, I do want to get out of here, but there were a few fights that you announced, you broke one of them, I think, right? You broke one?
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that fight. Give me 1 sec. I'll pull it up here, guys. And we'll just go through that really quick, and then we'll get out of here for the rest of the week. And then we'll be back next Sunday, Marcel, and we'll do the UFC Vegas 101 preview. Crazy. First card of the year.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's pull it up here. UFC news and fight announcements. Again, this is going to be a quick podcast. This is 10 minutes. Very, very quick one. All right, let's go to Big Marcel's page. And I appreciate you guys joining us, by the way. Thank you. Go to your page, Marcel.
Oh, God, Zach is there.
Zach's here? What's up, Zach? You actually should have been in the last podcast. It was fun. Yeah. We're going to do 10 minutes, though. We appreciate you, Zach. Thank you, man. Let's go through this. All right, let's go through the fights, Marcel. You broke this fight? Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Nasrat Haqparast against Esteban Ribovics. Go, Marcel. Talk about it.
Yeah, I think it's a fun fight, man. Nasrat is on a good winning streak, although a lot of people think he shouldn't have won against Jared Groen. Thing was close. And man, Ribovics had a great year, man. I mean, he knocked out Terrence McKinney, and then he won in Nachi UFC against Zaluber. So, with a great performance. So I think it's a fun fight, man. And I appreciate you liked the picture as well. So
I like the picture. I like the fight.
Yeah.
I don't swing that way like you did. So
yeah, that's why you're on that Jeff Molina video. But whatever.
I'm sick nuts. I hope you feel better. I'm not feeling best either. So we got that in common, Zach. Yeah, Tristan, this last one, man. Colostrum, what's up, man? Again, really quick one here, guys. Great fight. Nice job breaking this news, Marcel. Yeah, I mean, it's a fun fight. And Ribovics has a lot of momentum right now, coming off the fight of the year, right? So he's a Killcliff guy too. Love that. Where did he fought? Who's that guy he fought in his debut?
Ratzabov, also Killcliff.
Yeah, they're both at Killcliff, right? Yeah, that was interesting. All right, a couple other fights.
Should have got fight of the night for that one as well, actually.
Should have been. Our boy Alex Bahunin, who's not here today, but he's here at Spirit. He broke this fight the other day. Ziam Smile Killer against Mike Davis. A great fight, Marcel. Really, really great fight.
Love
Saudi Arabia card. Yeah, it's an awesome fight. I mean, there's nothing else to say. I think this fight can go either way, right?
I mean, Ziam is on a great streak. You know, he's been great since he's come back to the UFC. And for Mike Davis, it's like the thing with Mike Davis is he doesn't fight too often, you know. But when he fights, he's great. I really like him. He only lost his debut, I remember, was against Gilbert Burns, I think, years ago. But yeah, he's a good fighter, man. I like watching him.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think this is a fun fight. Odds will be definitely close for this one. And I can see it honestly going either way. So it's just be nice if Mike fought more often. Yeah, someone said he was a champ. Some website was like selling those cold plungers or something, right? Is this happening? Luffy and Klein?
I haven't heard. Where did you see that colostrum, or do you hope it?
Are you just guessing that, or is that happening? Let us know. Mike Davis will wrestle Ziam. Possibly Ziam's weakness is there. Isn't that Terrence McKinney submitted him, right? Isn't that what happened? Didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
But he's looked amazing since then. He got cut and came back and looked amazing. He got cut, never fought anywhere else, and then
they needed somebody to fight in Paris for France, and
fingers crossed. Yeah, dude, that's gonna be an amazing card. I hope you love it, man. I hope you love that card, and I hope you have a good time in the arena. Klein and Rabeski, is that happening? I mean, I guess there's a lot of rumors with Klein. I haven't seen these rumors, to be honest with you, but yeah, I think Ziam it's good, but this is interesting because I think Mike Davis is solid as hell. Aw, that's Marcel.
I always use the same one, man. I'm not good at photoshopping, so.
Let's go to the other fights here. This is another fight that I thought Alex broke it. I guess not. Cody Haddon's fight Alex Topuria. I don't really understand this fight. Are you with me on that?
Yeah, because I think they're pretty high on Cody Haddon, and he looked great, I think, against Argueda. And I think Topuria would be like, he's the brother of Ilya, obviously the older brother of Ilya. I expected him to get an easier fight to debut in the UFC. You know, and this is definitely not an easy fight. So
this is an odd fight to me. I don't really understand this matchup. I don't get it. I mean, I guess they're high on both guys, and they want to see who's the better prospect. Like,
This is a very difficult one for him, I think.
I kind of favor Cody Haddon, though, to be honest with you. I don't think it's probably another situation where in general in MMA, you got one brother who's really good and one who's not that good. That's kind of how it's always been.
I mean, let's hope it's not the Figueiredo situation here, but we'll see.
Most of them are like that. How Dan Lozon, Joe Lozon. Well, I think Nate and Nick are both pretty good. There's probably other brothers I'm forgetting, but usually in general,
and Rogerio.
Oh, Rogerio, yeah, they're both pretty good.
Yeah.
How good is Ilya's brother? I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard great things, but I mean, he's Ilya's brother, so yeah, I figured the Hawks would beat the Raptors there. Well, don't worry, we're tanking for a draft pick, so it's not a big deal. Actually, the more losses, the better for the Raptors. I think they're throwing Topuria in the deep end. I agree. They want to see how good he is. They do. Alex and Marcel. It's not Alex, it's Adam, but Alex isn't here today. But he's here in spirit. If you're over the matchmakers, who would you give Hoofy next? Oh, I guess that's what you're asking. I don't mind the Klein fight then. I don't mind that fight.
Sure.
I'd have to look, but like someone like that, Bobby Green would be an interesting fight. Someone like that. Drew Dober, someone like that, a striker. Dober is interesting because he's got a good chin too. I mean, he got knocked out by Silva, but actually the doctor stopped the fight, right? I think the doctor stopped it. So
yeah.
But he's a guy with a good chin that has good striking. That would be good. I like those fights.
Yeah.
Marcel, why did Aggie Sardari never get a UFC fight?
He was Cage Warriors champion, right? And they matched him up against somebody else, and then he lost the title. And then that guy, I think, signed with the UFC. It's like Aggie is not it's not managed by Graham Boylan, right? So when the other guy got the title, I think he went to the UFC. I don't know who it was anymore. It's some time ago, man. But Aggie, I think he's now with Octagon. He won today. So yeah, good for him, man. But yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I hope somehow he can get a shot, but I think at Octagon he's treated well, so I don't think he really minds. Yeah. But yeah, I had hope for him when he was Cage Warriors champion. When he lost, I was like, yeah, probably not, because the thing is with Cage Warriors is like you have to really stand out, or you have to be signed with Graham Boylan, I think, because he's like the Dana White of Cage Warriors, and he has the contacts with the UFC. So he has like fighters fighting and his promotion against others, and he can also bring them to the UFC. So kind of, yeah, I shouldn't say anything, I think, but yeah.
No, fair enough. What big names does UFC have the biggest chance of signing? Oof. Probably some guys that used to be in Bellator that are, I don't know if they'll get released, but I think there'll be a chance that, they're complain enough, right? Maybe Pitbull, maybe, could they bring back Cyborg? That'd be nice.
They should try for Mix, man. I really think they should try for Mix.
Mix would be great. He's posting
and also Magomedov. Yeah.
Yeah, and Usman, you mean?
No, the Magomedov, the Tiger Magomedov.
Oh, guy. Yeah. There's a lot of guys in PFL that are great, but I'm just saying, like, yeah. Oh, yeah. Did he get released, or he's asking for his release, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Corey Anderson's good. I mean, Ryan Bader would be good to have back too. I think those divisions need fighters. So,
I'm not convinced on Doumbé at Raw Festival, man. I think he has to fight more grapplers to see if he's really that great.
Yeah. I hope we get Patchy Mix though. That would be the guy that they should get clearly, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
And Magomedov, like you said. Although again, I don't know. I thought you were thinking. My bad. I was thinking about that other guy that got released. Magomed Sheriff. No, is that his name?
Makarimov.
Yeah, that guy. He's asking for his release too, I think, right?
Yeah, I like
he
him.
Should come to the UFC. He's good. Any idea for the fights in London for Leon and Paddy? There's some rumors that Paddy could fight Michael Chandler, right?
Yeah, and the thing is like that Ruben Carter dude is like
throwing shit to the wall.
Yeah, he's just hoping something sticks and he wants to get the credit. Just annoying,
It's really annoying. He does it it's because of the way Twitter is now.
Yeah.
With engagement for farming, for money. It's the biggest change that I hate about X. I know you get paid a little bit more so, but I just think in general.
Yeah, not a lot.
I know. How does Pitbull do at an older age? Probably not great, to be honest with you. He probably gets like 1 or 2 wins, I would think. But Demi Nemkov would be really good too, I think. That would be a nice one. They have a lot of good, like the PFL guys probably should be off limits as much as I want to get those PFL guys, but the guys that were in Bellator are the guys that I think should come over. Right? Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Like they should like as much as I want to see Ditcher in the UFC, like they should get the keeper for a bit. But like Patchy Mix, he doesn't want to be there. They don't give him fights. Get him over to the UFC.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see how good Tupuria's brothers. Yeah, they do. I agree, Marcel. Doumbé is good. I mean, they did sign him. The UFC did sign him. I don't know what happened. I can't remember.
So he was signed, and he was supposed to fight Darian Weeks in Paris. But the thing was, like, you have like A fighters and B fighters in France. And I think if you are still signed as a B fighter, which is crazy because he was a kickbox champion, but he had like below 5 fights, I think in MMA, he was like a B fighter, and then you're not allowed to fight somebody with over 8 fights or 9 fights, I think. So
yeah,
they didn't let that
I
happen.
remember this now.
But I don't understand the UFC, man. They should have still gave him a contract or something, So maybe there was something else there. I don't know what. I think there was also something with health issue. I don't know exactly, but whatever. It sucks. But yeah,
for sure. All right, here's another fight. You didn't broke this.
No.
No one did.
No one did. Yeah.
UDC Dubin's getting her debut here against Carly Judice. I mean, Carly's coming off that fight of the night with Gabriela Fernandez, which was a split decision, and that looks pretty good in hindsight after Gabriela submitted Wang Tong. That's how you pronounce it.
Wang Tong.
Yeah, Dubin is obviously an interesting prospect. She had that crazy, amazing knockout. I still don't know if she's any good. Honestly, I have no idea. I'm assuming she is good, so I think she'll probably win this fight. But they're both very inexperienced. 6 fights or 7 fights versus 5 fights, Marcel. So
yeah, I don't know, man. And I haven't been really also not impressed by Carly, man, to be really honest. I don't know why that was fight of the night. I didn't agree.
They wanted to give a women's fight of the night. I'm convinced of that. They had like no other women's fights all year. I think they were fight of the night. They have to kind of.
Yeah, to be honest, Adam, you know how I am. If it's a fight of the night of good,
that's the only guess I have, because I don't think that should have been fight of the night. So I'm with you. No. It was a good fight, but not like anything crazy good. And then we talked about that last week. So that'd be it for the fight announcements. I'll take a couple of questions, guys, but I do want to get out of here. I'm gonna go eat some dinner. I'm hungry. Bring back Impa. Impa would be okay. I mean, he did lose to Dolvechin Yagimurdov, but he wouldn't be bad. Shannon Clark is fighting. What card is she on? LFA or
probably she was from LFA. So
or is she fighting in Unified? I can't remember. I'll check right now.
I think she's fighting Unified. I think I got tagged in that.
Yeah. She's fighting. No, LFA 200.
Okay.
Cheyenne Bowers. That's someone that Zach likes a lot. So.
Oh yeah, that's Sex Girl. Yeah.
All right, Marcel. I do want to get out of here though.
Well, you have to take a shit.
No, I just want to get out of here. I mean, there's not a ton else to talk about. We already did, an hour with the other one. I want to get some dinner, so I don't have to take a shit. I want to go eat something. I have to go eat and then I'll poop later. So there you go. I'll take the last couple questions, guys. Clark was 750. She looked horrible. Didn't move her head at all. It was bad. Carlos Prata is losing 2025. Maybe. I don't know how good he really is, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean, he looks good, but the competition hasn't been amazing. It's. Yeah, Ling Jing Liang, Magny, they're good veterans, but they're older. So
it's impressive he finishes those guys, So
yeah, I mean he's good. He's a good prospect, but I'm not convinced he's like this superstar yet.
Carlos Pradas against Joaquin Buckley. Who are you picking?
Buckley. More well-rounded, more proven against high-level guys. Definitely picking Buckley.
Okay.
All right. I think that's a good spot to end it, guys. 13 is my favorite number. We did 13 minutes. It was a bonus podcast. Guys, we'll be back next week. Next Sunday, 7:30, we're going to do UFC Vegas 101 preview. And can we talk about that? Last question here. Marcel, do you have any Dutch fighters? Anything you want to say really quick?
Ilyas Boulait, Jusri Belgaroui, those are the only ones I'm thinking of. And even Isis Verbeek had a chance, but she's going to boxing now, I think. So
there you go.
Those are the only ones I really think that can make. You got a few in LFL, but I don't know if they're going to make that step yet next year. We'll see. You got a girl. Her name is Benita something, and she's undefeated. She's training with Jermaine Durandamy, I think. She's interesting, but I don't know if she's going to make that step yet next year, but we'll see.
Appreciate Sonic Collectibles, Antoine. Thanks, guys. No, I mean, we do the podcast every Sunday, so I appreciate you recognizing that, Antoine. I mean, we never took a week off. I did it on my vacation. Marcel did it when he was sick. Marcel did it when Santa Claus didn't bring him Christmas presents. He still did it. So, I mean, we're always doing the podcast, right? So we appreciate you guys, though. I mean, there's no podcast with you guys. So once again, thank you to everyone who's been listening all year. We're back next week, guys. 2025 edition. Once again, thanks for our sponsor here at Bet105.eu. Have a great week, guys. Talk to you soon. Peace.